Ravioli, ravioli, what is in the pocketoli? This is a PCIe Gen 4 SSD that's going to be released in Q4, coming at the end of this year. Now, the speeds, we've got a silicon motion controller on board with apparently data storage up to 8 terabytes, and that coming in from 250 gigabytes. In terms of the pricing, I will update you guys once they become available, and of course I will be doing a review where I put this thing through all its paces on a new X570 motherboard with that PCIe Gen 4 support. But in terms of the read and write speeds, they're looking up to 4,000 megabytes per second read speeds, up to 3,000 megabytes per second write speeds. So the speeds are a bit of an improvement over PCIe Gen 3, especially on the read sides of things. But what else is AData and also their sub-brand, the gaming brand XPG, got on display? Let's take a look after I put this in my pocket. Here we are at the AData booth for Computex 2019 with their sub-branding XPG. They got a heap of new products on display. One of those which is very interesting for a headset, and the reason why is that it's got 2 drivers inside. One of those being electrostatic, the other being dynamic. The dynamic driver will deliver the bass, the electrostatic will deliver the highs. So people complain on electrostatic headsets that they don't have enough bass to it. So this is going to alleviate that problem, and I have tried them and they are very comfortable. They sound very good. They're going to come in at $150, and they are going to call them the PreCog. You can expect these out in August sometime, but they are still going to make a few final changes before they release it. For instance, maximizing the comfort, also reducing the weight by changing the metal sides to plastic, things like that to really improve the comfort, because I am enjoying the sound coming out of these things at Computex here. They are a closed back headphone, so they will block out a lot of noise, and trust me when I say it is very noisy here at Computex. So when they're blocking out noise here, they'll pretty much block out noise anywhere. So now AData is making cases, and they're looking like they're doing a very good job. Now obviously I can't test out whether the airflow is really good until I put it through its paces here at Tech Yes City on the studio on the review desk by putting a full build inside, but it does look promising with a detachable magnetic front that also has a lot of clearance for airflow to go in through those front fans, as well as having clearance up the top and having that tempered glass look and new aesthetic and bling. Though here's where things get a lot better inside this case. You've got 4 included ARGB fans. So this seems to be a whole new trend going through the industry here at Computex 2019. That's RGB that shines brighter and uses less power. Now you do get the controller included as well, which you can change on the top of the case to any sort of style you want, as well as hooking it up to a 5-volt out on your motherboard, or you can change it to addressable RGB if that's what you wish to do. Now in terms of the top panel, you've got your standard USB 3, you've got a hybrid mic and audio out, and a USB Type-C, which is a new addition coming into cases. This thing features it all, and coming in at the end of August for $150. Though if $149 is out of your budget, then next up here we've got something that's stepping it down with more budget in mind, but still containing a lot of the features from the previous case. Though you do only get 2 black fans included, as the previous you get 4 ARGB fans. This is the Invader with 4mm glass on the side. Also, the previous BattleCruiser does feature that same 4mm glass. Though you do get ARGB lighting underneath the case, and you still get the controller included up the top, but they are taking away USB Type-C, and it does support up to ATX, with opposed to the BattleCruiser, which supports up to extended ATX, but nonetheless looking like a really good case at $79, especially if you want to deck it out with your own fans and do some custom mods inside. Power supply covers on both these cases, as well as this one having a detachable hard drive cage, which you can then customize things, and if you don't want to go with a modular power supply, then you can tuck some power cables where you're taking out the hard drive case, or if you just want to go with SSDs. In terms of a release date, you can expect the Invader and the BattleCruiser to come out around the end of August, or so I'm told. Now, AData aren't just getting into cases, they're also getting into power supplies, with the OEM here being Channelwell technology, ranging with a 550-watt power supply all the way up to an 850-watt gold-rated with a full modular design. So this thing does look pretty simple, does look clean, and also the price is going to start from $90 to $130. Next up here, we've got a new water cooler that's coming at the end of August too. This is the XPG Levante with dual 120mm ARGB fans included, and the block itself features ARGB2. Now the good thing is it's got tool-free installation support on both AMD, and it also includes support for TR4 if you guys want to raise the bling up on an X399 build. Now, to the left of that is something that's still in early concept, so there's no release date and pricing yet, but that is RGB 24-pin cable for your motherboard, and underneath that you've got the standard cables that are hidden away from that RGB, but also besides that, this is an extension, so you won't need to go out and buy a whole new run for a modular power supply, for example. You can just grab this, and even with ketchup and mustard, you could have some RGB bling, but still hide those cables away at the back. And the last of the products here at AData are their recently released Spectrix S40G and also their Spectrix D60G DDR4 memory. These feature ARGB LEDs on the outside, and also in the case of the SSD, it is an NVMe drive, and it does have 4 LEDs on each side. Now, I have got the thermal camera out, and these are running a little bit hot, but that's because they are actively transferring files, and they're constantly being stressed on these demos here at the AData booth. Now, besides that, the RAM itself goes up to 1.4 volt, 4133 megahertz XMP profiles, and that's of course with your Samsung BDI stuff. So they put in the good stuff inside. They got the ARGB bling shining through. But with that said, they do want your feedback in the comment section below. Are you digging these new ARGB designs on the coolers, on the memory, on the SSDs, or do you want to see AData go in a different direction, as they love getting your feedback in the comments below? But with that aside, let us know what your favorite product here on display was at the AData XPG booth, and I'll catch you guys in another tech video very soon. But besides that, on your way out, make sure, if you haven't already, hit that sub button, ring the bell to get these videos the moment they drop, and I'll catch you in another tech video very soon. Peace out for now. Bye.